It's almost open. We'll come to Ashwini in a bit. Very flat opening. It's 29 points higher on the Sensex and 6 points higher on the Nifty. So it's, in decimal points. You should call this a flat opening. The mid-caps are up by 0.2. That's also flat. A little greener, you can say. And Anuj was noting that mid-cap performance is improving. The first tick is bearing that out. Bank Nifty, again, flat to lower. 0.1 lower on that. The star of the morning is Bharti Infratel, expectedly so. That's 2% higher, results better than expected, and it was such a unloved stock that you're seeing a little bit of interest. Yes Bank results are due today, and that is also in the green. Other stocks in the green: Hero Moto, ITC, TCS, Asian Paints, Power Grid, Z. But really nothing worth talking because they're all up about 0.5%. So today they're not making any big statement, as it were. I would have expected better performance from Idea. Of course, that's a mid-cap stock. Yes, Vodafone Idea is starting with a 1.8% uptick. But coming back to Nifty, it's ITC that one should watch out for. Of course, Bharti Infratel is doing well, but ITC is a little heavier on the index itself. Not doing too well, Tata Motors, again, that's responding to the global growth cues. That's 1.4 down. And then come Infosys, M&M, Hindalco, Sun Pharma, Vedanta, all global-facing stocks doing a little soft.
Now, I want to start off with Pidilite and TVS Motors. Pidilite, obviously, there's a lot of disappointment on the margin. Great growth on the top line, but something's gone awfully wrong with respect to costs, and that's really showing up on the way the stock is reacting. TVS Motors, that one great day after numbers and then selling yesterday and selling again this morning on that stock. So no respite coming in for TVS Motors. In terms of other negative result reactions, United Spirits, again the problem is margins. Volumes are fine, but margins is what the market is taking note of. So 2% gone from that stock as well. Interglobe Aviation, it's actually a much better opening than what the pre-open was suggesting. It's just about a 1% drop because sequentially, obviously, is a marked improvement in the performance. Ujjivan is a good number of the morning for sure. Good disbursements and AUM growth, and actually pretty stable margins despite the rise in costs. So 3% up over there. Persistent Systems, there's a bonus issue, so there's some excitement around that one as well. So these are some of the mid caps that are immediately catching the eye. Okay, tea stocks. Anyone wants tea? Maybe I do. Early morning trends, McLeod, Jayashree, even Tata Coffee for that matter. So tea and coffee seems to be the flavor of the morning, and not spirits, if I could put it that way. But more on tea coming up in a bit. We'll just try and see if there's something that's really inspiring this trend. But Anuj, absolutely flat for the index, very, very earnings and results driven. How do you look at this opening?
Yeah, I think very earnings driven. I think Indigo is the stock of the moment.
Yeah.
It's perhaps one of those cases where you went into the event short and you got that, and now the stock's moving into the green. This actually could be a big one. It's almost like last time. Last time also it opened lower, and after that it was just a one-way rally because the market's forward-looking now, and the market's looking at crude price. I think just pull out this intraday chart on Ujjivan. I think the opening is the low, and let's just pull out the intraday on not Ujjivan, on Interglobe Aviation. There's a stock that I'm referring to. Just want to make this point about how the market is reacting on this one. Open lower, now straight away into the green. So that's quite interesting. For the market, well, it's really all over the place, so to be. It's just that it's not seeing any kind of follow-through from yesterday's selling, but there's no sharp recovery either on the stock. So let's see how things move from here. Ashwini, your thoughts on market opening, and is there a trade for you?
See, we are trading around yesterday's lows. So what we have done is we've bought into this decline, because if for the first half an hour there isn't any follow through, then we could have the market reversing as well. Anyway, 10,800, 820 is a fairly strong support, and even in Asia and global markets there isn't great amount of news which can drive us lower. So this way possibly this is a good risk reward situation, and possibly the close should be better than where we are right now.
Okay, I'll tell you something. The stock that's surging now is Grasim. I think Nigel was making this very fair point. The stock has underperformed a lot because it's putting a lot of money into Idea. I think the announcement had come last month about promoters putting in. Now that that event is out of the way, and yesterday also you saw that big decline in Grasim. It's a stock which most of us have not tracked for some time now, and because it had short positions, so that's the one which is seeing quite a bit of buying now. Sudarshan, your thoughts on Grasim, if you've tracked it, and anything else that stands out for you?
No, nothing is standing out except for the Nifty, which is giving a very clear message that there is no trade in the index. Grassiv has been falling consistently, and it's actually broken down earlier from a trading range on the downside. So today's rally is nothing. I would ignore it.
Okay, I'm still worrying about Tirumala because it's not a big deal. It's a small stock compared to the volumes that Grasim would be trading. Yeah. But nevertheless, it's quite a steep fall. If you looked at, I mean, not today's chart. Today, of course, it started with a 19% downtick, is now down 17%. But maybe you ought to pull out a 1 year. Its woes have been sensed by the market earlier. Look at the 1 month chart. Even that's 26% down, though 20% has come today itself.
Yeah.
Any of the, I just want to know if any of the chart experts look at it. Ashwini, do you look at this chart?
Which chart?
Malai Chemicals.
No, not really. You know, the chemical story is looking like it's over. So don't go around buying these dips because chances are they'll fall a lot more before they bottom out.
So, you know,
the volume is 4 times the 10-day average.
Lots of trading. I guess disappointing results. So, but I'll tell you something more flavorful. So, Kunur tea auctions, 6-week high prices there, and there's a lot of demand from some of the northern buyers as well. Perhaps that's why tea is brewing hot this morning. A lot of those stocks in the mid-cap arena are positive. But back to large caps. So, Darshan, now that there's some reversal on ITC, there's some buying that's returning. How would you track this stock, and what's the advice here?
You're talking about ITC?
ITC.
Well, I think the stock should outperform, but the conditions for the Nifty today are not very conducive. But this is an investment idea. If you find a dip towards 260, not today, then it's worth buying into as an investment. For the short term, the markets appear to be very dicey.
Hey, gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us.